We couldn't even have our pastor come in and ask us if we need prayer in the very beginning, but Oprah could come in. Who is she? Who is she? They said, oh, she knows the governor. We didn't need her in there in Bowen High. Get her out.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. So it's amazing how the people who try and act the most virtuous and who virtue signal the very most, the ones who are the most generous and the ones who are the most caring, are actually the biggest villains in our society. And let me introduce you to somebody named Oprah. Yeah, here's Oprah. You all saw her mewling, disgusting video demanding that everyone donate to Maui so they can save her favorite little drinking spots and vacation place. Do you know that Oprah, after all of this PR, has received, look at that number, $4,000. That's what's been raised. 95 donors. Look at that. Now, this is directly from TikTok. Oprah is a fraud. Oprah is a liar. Oprah made that video because there were headlines like this that were starting to trickle out. Oprah was forced to make that video demanding that you funnel your money to a couple of billionaires so they could decide what to do with it, so they could save their favorite vacation spot, ladies and gentlemen, because she was panicking. Oprah silent amid Maui fires as desperate Hawaii residents beg for celebrity billionaires to help. Well, why are they begging Oprah to help specifically? Oh, because Oprah owns like half of Maui. Look at this article. This article here from March 2023. Oh, that's interesting. So this article is from just this spring. Oprah snaps up 870 acres on Hawaiian Island for $6.6 million on top of the 100 she already owns, amid anger from locals that says the mega rich are pricing her out. Oprah, who's 70 years old, owns 1,000 acres on the Paradise Island in Hawaii. Her latest purchase cost $6.6 million. Well, that's interesting because Oprah only gave $5 million to the People's Fund of Hawaii. Now, I say only because she's worth $3.5 billion. That means she gave less than 0.02% of her net worth. But Oprah gave a lot more money in order to buy thousands of acres of land. Nearly 1,000 acres of land. And, of course, she's doing important renovations on her private property there. And here's Oprah grinning like an absolute monster as she buys up all of the land that could be used to house the people who lost their homes in the fire. Has Oprah offered to house any of the people who lost their homes in a fire on her 1,000 acres that she spent more money on than she gave, than she donated to the people? No, the answer is no. Oprah hasn't done that. In fact, Oprah is facing allegations of stealing resources from the people who needed them the very most while the fires were burning, ravaging, and dare I say, burning children alive, which we know happened. Pets, animals, people, and little children who are trapped. Oprah Winfrey faces accusations of hiring private firefighters to protect her massive estate during the Maui wildfire, thus depleting the resources from the people that actually needed them. Okay, so where do these allegations come from? Let's check in. Now, this is the video that has gone viral and is very interesting. I'm going to play it for you. It's very interesting. This is a Maui resident, allegedly, who is saying that Oprah, it's a known fact that Oprah hired private firefighters to protect her property.
We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui.
You're so concerned about what's happening in Maui that you somehow managed to hire a private firefighting team to protect your land before the fires started. You're so concerned about what's happening in Maui that instead of taking some of that land and housing even a small portion of those displaced people, you've hired a private security team to keep them off your land. You're so concerned about Maui that you simply haven't had time to denounce any of the shady real estate deals which are robbing people of everything they have, you know, like the ones you were involved in that helped you acquire that land for pennies on the dollar of what it was actually worth. You're so concerned about Maui that instead of taking what would amount to a year's salary for you and 4 or 5 of your billionaire friends, which could be used to rebuild the entire place in a matter of months, you're jumping on social media and asking the American public, most of whom can't afford to pay their rent right now, to do it for you. You're so concerned about Maui that it's more important that you get social media points than that you help.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm showing you that clip in that format right there, I would like to show you the original. You can see that I'm showing you this tweet right here that has 500,000 views and has nearly 10,000 retweets and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, is because that video doesn't exist anymore. So here's the remix of it. We tracked this down. Here's a remix of it. Here's a guy, he's got his account and he remixes stuff, okay? And he's got his little account here and he's remixed this clip. But he tags the original source clip here and, well, it's gone. Apparently this account has gone private. This woman is no longer allowed to speak. So we would love to verify that she, it's very easy to verify that she lives in Maui and that she, a lot of people take TikTok to their home or like where they're living or their dog or walking down the street. You can like verify where people live. Like you can see where they list their home, but you can't see it. It's been deleted. And according to the people that we've spoken with about this audio on TikTok, you can no longer post this audio on TikTok. You're not allowed to post it. So the original post is gone. Her account's gone. Who knows? Maybe she was getting hate, or maybe there's something far worse going on here. And ladies and gentlemen, you're able to see here in like this video
in Maui
from
that
the Rock's post.
Were texting back and forth, and
this is from the
I
post
read
on
this
The Rock.
article that.
Check this out. This is from TikTok. You can see The Rock has not even raised $5,000. The Rock has not even raised $5,000. So between him and Oprah, they have less than $10,000 raised for their fundraiser, at least on the TikTok platform. We're showing you right now the swiping through. People are donating, some people, but there's only 118 donors. For a guy who has an audience in the multi-millions, along with Oprah has 22 million followers, that doesn't make any sense. People are calling them out. Now, again, I would love to verify this woman's allegations that Oprah hired private firefighters and security to protect her massive estate in Maui, but I can't. You can see here, you can hear on one of the comments here on TikTok, was her video taken down? It says video not available. One of the commenters, this is the guy who has, I guess, the only remaining video of it online. Yes, and they removed the sound, he says. So that's what's happening here with this video. So apparently they're censoring this woman for making these accusations. Now I'll wait to see if there's further accusation. I mean, listen, if Oprah hired a private fire department or firefighters to protect herself while the entire town of Lahaina is burning and people are burning alive, that's truly evil. You're talking about a true scandal here that will destroy even the likes of Oprah. She's done for if that turns out to be true. So I'd very much like to do more research on this. Here I'm reading to you from the Atlanta Black Star. I would love to know if there's more evidence of this. Here are the things, however, that there are evidence of. One, and we showed you this, Oprah did buy nearly 1,000 acres for $6.6 million. That is really below market. Apparently this happened because of her connections with the governor of Hawaii and the leadership in the island of Hawaii. This is her land right here. This was the purchase of her land. Now, curiously, this was also where the fire started. So what the hell's going on? I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right on top of it. I'm saying that it's close, right? Okay, it's close to where the fire started. So she bought this ranch. She bought a ranch in 2003 for $5.3 million. Okay. And then she was able to purchase 870 acres for $6.6 million? What? That don't make no sense. So with all inflation and everything, 20 years later, you're just paying a small fraction more. Oprah's worth billions. Huh? That don't make no sense. Oprah's recent purchase, revealed in sale deeds, means she now owns around 1,000 acres of land in Maui. She reportedly snapped up the new plots in several purchases, 5 120-acre parcel for $3.9 million, 330-acre parcel for $2.74 million, and two 10-acre parcels for $100,000 each. I gotta tell you, that seems pretty low. That seems like a pretty low price. Oprah's land on Maui is also believed to include about 100 acres in Hana. So how proud is Oprah of this purchase? Well, on the conspiracy site, Oprah.com, well-known right-wing conspiracy site, she has a glossy spread of how beautiful her home is, along with posing a horse on her house. There you go. She went and got a horse to stand outside. Oprah's Hawaii home, once ordinary little gray ranch that Oprah considered tearing down, is now transformed into a perfect 21st century farmhouse. Yes, that's right. So, looking forward to this. This was a great view for Oprah to observe the fires from, surrounded by private fire department. Presumably, allegedly. Here are these nice photos of Oprah inside of the house. There you go. Oprah inside the home. Boy, time has not been kind to Oprah. Too bad. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest photos that Photoshop can deliver to us. Look at all of the view. You could have seen the fires crystal clear from that vantage, from this Juliet balcony in Oprah's home. Ah, yes. Oprah, the humble farmer. The humble farmer. This is why people are pissed at Oprah. Okay? People are angry at Oprah. I mean, can you think of something that looks more distasteful? I know this was published in 2021, but looks more distasteful than this. From Oprah Daily. How many websites are based on Oprah? How many websites does Oprah own? Take a sneak peek at Oprah's Hawaii bounty. It's bountiful indeed. Look at that. This is Oprah's farm. Certainly. There you go. Okay, there you go. Any of that food has been donated to the people who lost their lives and animals and children in Lahaina? Well, you allegedly had a private fire department at your place? Just asking questions. Just asking questions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, people are pretty pissed off at Oprah, including one of the residents who lost everything, who called out Oprah and said that she demands that Oprah get out of Hawaii. Based Christina went and gave a bit of a lecture to Oprah at a town council meeting. Have a listen.
It's Christine Borge. I guess you could say I'm a kapuna. I was living on 1A Street when it happened. I walked away with nothing except my dog. First we were in Maui prep. They passed out toilet paper because they wouldn't let us use the bathroom. I guess we look like leprosy people to them in our dark skin. Then we went to Baldwin High. Now I'm at Royal Lahaina. We need help because we're being told by people from the mainland who are culturally insensitive, you're telling us to fill out this paperwork so that you can give us the least amount of money. And I want to know when we get to go back to our home in Wainea. Maybe it's gone, but for reasons that I don't want to discuss, we need to go back there. Are you guys going to just scrape it all away and say disaster zone? And America's going to get what they want, their satellite city? Because this was planned years ago. We couldn't even have our pastor come in and ask us if we need prayer in the very beginning, but Oprah could come in. Who is she? Who is she? They said, oh, she knows the governor. We didn't need her in there in Bowen High. Get her out. We don't know. We also don't need people like Kai Nishiki telling tourists don't come to Maui. Because some of us, thousands of us, work in the hotel industry. They pay our mortgage. They give us our medical. Tourists come. We love you. We have aloha. You have gave us money through your donations. We're not saying don't come. Come. Because you will be helping us, the lower people. The grains of sand of Maui is what we are. We're not the ones living up in Laniapoku. Not one of those houses burned. Puamana is still there. Lahaina Shores is still there. Everything beyond the Civic Center is there, but the homes where we were working, where we were scraping, where we had less than $1,000 a month to pay for our basic needs of gas and food. We busted our and this is what we get. Nobody called us. Our phones didn't work from 5 in the morning. The fire was not 10 o'clock when I went to work. The fire was still there. There was no water. Tell me if that's coincidence. No water, no warning. And everybody talking about the satellite city before the fire. Lahaina going to be the first satellite city. Well, hey, Jeff Bezos, you got what you wanted. Oprah, you got what you wanted. And the guy who owns the nut, you got what you wanted. Us all over. That's what happened. Okay. We need help in Lahaina. Who's going to come now and ask us, can I pray for you, Auntie?
Thank you.
Can I help you with your paperwork? Because all we got so far was $700.